In 1949, a businessman named Frank McNamara went out to dinner at a restaurant in New York City. At the end of the meal, he reached into his jacket pocket and realized something terrifying. He had forgotten his wallet. He had to call his wife to come down and bail him out. It was a moment of deep embarrassment. But as he sat there waiting, Frank didn't just feel shame. He had an idea. He imagined a world where you didn't need physical cash to eat. He imagined a small cardboard card that could act as a universal currency. A year later, he returned to that same restaurant, ate the same meal, and paid with a small piece of cardboard. It was the world's first credit card. Frank McNamara thought he was inventing convenience. He thought he was solving the problem of a forgotten wallet. But he was wrong. Whether he knew it or not, Frank McNamara had just discovered a glitch in the human brain. Today, the industry he started is worth trillions of dollars. But the profit doesn't come just from interest rates or late fees. It comes from a psychological phenomenon that neuroscientists call decoupling. It is a mechanism that tricks your brain into believing that buying something and paying for it are two completely unrelated events. And the result? Studies from MIT show that when you use this piece of plastic, you aren't just spending money. You are willing to pay up to 100% more for the same item with a credit card than with cash for the exact same item than you would if you paid with cash. You are not bad with money. You are fighting a biological war against a system designed to anesthetize your judgment. Today, on ThinkwiseScape, we are going to expose the science of why you are broke and how to hack your brain back. To understand how deep this rabbit hole goes, we have to look at a landmark experiment conducted at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology by Professors Dražen Prelec and Duncan Simister. The year was 2001. The professors gathered a group of highly educated MBA students, rational people who understood finance. They told these students that they were going to hold a silent auction for tickets to a sold-out professional basketball game. But there was a catch. Half of the students were told they could only pay for the tickets with cash. The other half were told they could only pay with a credit card. Logically, the method of payment shouldn't change the value of the ticket. A basketball ticket is worth what it's worth. If you think the seat is worth $30, you should bid $30, regardless of whether you pull a $20 bill or a bank card out of your pocket. That is what rational economic theory says. But that is not what happened. The students who had to pay with cash bid an average of roughly $28. They looked at the money in their wallet, felt the weight of it, and decided that was their limit. But the students with the credit cards? Their average bid was over $60. They were willing to pay more than double, a premium of over 100%, just because they were using plastic. The researchers were stunned. As Professor Prelec put it, it suggests that the psychological cost of spending $1 on a credit card is only 50 cents. Think about what that means for your life. When you go to dinner and put it on the card, are you ordering the extra appetizer because you want it? Or because the card made it feel half as expensive? When you booked that vacation, did you upgrade the room because you can afford it? Or because the plastic distorted your perception of value? But the banks didn't stop at just removing the pain. They took it a step further. They decided to manipulate time itself. This brings us to a concept called decoupling. In a cash transaction, the purchase and the payment are coupled. They happen at the exact same moment. You get the coffee, you lose the $5. The joy and the pain collide, neutralizing each other. Credit cards decouple this relationship. You get the coffee now. You pay for it 30 days later. This gap in time is where the trap lies. Behavioral economists call this hyperbolic discounting or temporal discounting. It's the human tendency to value immediate pleasure significantly more than future consequences. It's the same reason we eat junk food. The pleasure of the burger is immediate. The pain of the health problem is future. If you had a heart attack the second you took a bite of a fast food burger, you would never drink. Credit cards allow you to treat your finances like junk food. They push the consequence into the imaginary future, making the item feel effectively free in the present. And look at modern technology. Every innovation in fintech is designed to widen this gap. Mobile wallets, one-click checkout buttons, ride-sharing apps, they are removing what economists call friction. Friction is the time it takes to count bills or sign a check. That friction gave your brain time to think. By removing it, they are removing your ability to consent. As Professor Prelec asked, what if by making major decisions with a swipe or a click, you are eliminating friction that people actually rely on? We need the pain. Without it, we are financially numb. And recently, the industry has invented a new tool to weaponize this decoupling effect even further: buy now, pay later, BNPL. If credit cards are financial alcohol, BNPL is financial crack cocaine. Services like modern installment apps allow you to split a purchase into 4 equal payments. Psychologically, this exploits computational simplification. If you see a jacket for $100, your brain might say too expensive. But if you see $25, your brain anchors to that lower number. You stop processing the total cost. A 2024 study by the Central Bank of Ireland found that consumers spend, on average, 4.39% more when using BNPL compared to debit cards. But it gets worse. The study found that people who used BNPL were 22% more likely to buy discretionary items, things they didn't need, because the service gave them an inflated perception of their remaining budget. It makes you feel richer than you are. And remember the pain of paying? BNPL slices that pain into 4 tiny, barely noticeable pieces. It is the ultimate decoupling machine. By the time you pay the 4th installment, you have likely forgotten you even bought the item. So what do? We live in a digital world. I'm not going to tell you to cut up your credit cards and carry a sack of gold coins. Credit cards do offer security and convenience, but we need to stop letting them hack our dopamine receptors. Here are some suggestions to recouple your brain to your money. Step 1. The notification rule. Go into your banking app right now. Turn on instant push notifications for every single transaction. Why? Because this artificially reintroduces the pain. When you buy a coffee, your phone should buzz. That buzz is the digital version of handing over cash. It forces your insula to wake up and acknowledge the loss in the moment. Step 2. Reintroduce friction. The system wants 0 click. You need to add clicks. Delete your credit card from your browser's autofill settings. If you want to buy something on an online store, force yourself to stand up, walk across the room, get your wallet, and type in the 16 digits manually. That 60 seconds of effort is usually enough for your prefrontal cortex, the logical brain, to override the emotional impulse. The Kikibo check. This brings us back to the Japanese philosophy we talk about on this channel. In Japan, cash is still king because they value the weight of money. If you must use a card, treat it like cash. Every night, write down what you spent in a physical notebook, a Kikibo. The act of writing it down with a pen transfers the digital loss into a physical reality. It forces the brain to process the data it missed during the day. The modern world is an attention economy, but it is also an intention economy. Corporations are spending billions to bypass your intention, to access your impulses directly. They want to turn you into a spender who doesn't think. The credit card premium isn't just a tax on your wallet, it's a tax on your awareness. When you pay with plastic, you aren't just deferring payment. You are deferring reality, and reality always collects its debt eventually, usually with interest. Don't let the system hack you. For that, add the friction back. Feel the pain and keep your freedom. If you got value from this video, consider dropping a like. It really supports the channel. If you want to join a community of people mastering their psychology, hit that subscribe button right now. And let me know in the comments which one you prefer, cash or credit. Please leave us your comment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.